Hey, what's going on, Swill Gang? Welcome back to the channel. All right, so we got another episode here, and looks like we have another character that's just coming their way into the game, and that's a good thing and it's a bad thing at the same time, my friends. But before we get into that, guys, if this is the kind of content you guys like watching, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, because we are, believe it or not, we are trying to grow. All right, so we have early access. Killer Frost ends in 2 days, 11 hours at the time of this recording. Killer Frost team synergy grants cloak to back row allies. Cloak? Okay. So let me see if I can recruit now. What does that do? Oh, so $50 to get Killer Frost. What does she have? All right, so due to her initial fusion with the emitted from her thermodynamic ultra conductor engine. Man, they got so many big words, guys. Caitlin Snow has the ability to protect various forms of frozen water or project. I can't read today. All right, including ice and snow from the tips of her fingers. So she's multi-targeting, frostbite, strong attack, and slow. And let's see, she got cold wave. Killer Frost unleashes a burst of frost power, progressing her action bar by 60% and gaining 1 stack of cloak. And that's what they meant on the other screen. Afterwards, she becomes empowered for 2 turns, which grants her 10% life steal and causes ice spike to additionally attack 1 front row enemy. While empowered, she gains an additional 20% damage amplification. While empowered, Ice Spikes has a 50% chance to additionally attack another back row enemy. Alright, so next one is Killer Spike. Killer Frost raises her hand and unleashes Ice Spikes, dealing superpower damage equal to 85% of attack to an enemy and adding 1 stack of Frostbite. Damage increases 95% at level 3, 105 at number 3, and then level 2 is 95. Let's see, additional stacks. Add 1 stack of slow 2 turns. Okay. Biting Cold. Let's see, increases damage amplification by 10% when dealing damage to a target with less than 5 stacks of Frostbite. Killer Frost will additionally add 1 stack of Frostbite. Level 2 increases damage amplification to 15% when dealing damage to a target with more than 5 stacks of Frostbite. That instance is damage. Let me see. Gains 30% lifesteal. Increases damage amplification to 20% instead. Okay. And then her last skill is Icebound. When other allies attack with basic attacks, has a 25% chance to assist them with basic attacks. Assist is capped at 1 time per round. Okay, so she can only do it once. Okay. Chance increases to 35% at level 2. And then cap on assist, 2 times per turn at level 3. So that's cool. All right, so I got a problem with this. I mean, one is the character's $49.99. Okay, that's, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. What, $49.99 for a character? What? Now, I'm a collector myself, guys. And, if you guys look at my channel, I've played a lot of games. And a lot of games are spending games. Last Fortress Underground is like the biggest game I've ever had on my channel. Okay, we had others, but that was the biggest one, and I rocked that for we rocked it for 3 years. We quit, we came back. Actually, we rocked it for 6 months. We quit, we came back, and we rocked it for 3 years. My community was vast. All right, so I know these spending games, and that game is amazing. I am not gonna lie. That is the most amazing mobile game I have ever played in my entire life. That game. Not just because of the spending or whatever. It's the community was the best, and the game overall was good. Generally, it was good. But then the developers, they got greedy, man. There was always a spending game, and we are, pay to win, whatever. It was always that. But they really started getting greedy when they started putting out multiple characters all the time, guys. All the time. Which, if you're a wallet ranger, that is what it is. But my content pretty much for people that are either free to play or light spenders. We're guppies. No whales or anything like that, because your wallet speaks for yourself there. Speaks for your gameplay. But this game is going down that same road, that same path. You know, it's cool to get new characters, but we had the poison characters, and nobody, you know, you had the block team, then you had the poison characters that was like big hype, man. You don't even hear about them anymore. They're like, you know, under the rug there, basically. They got swept under there. Now they're still good, but you just don't hear anyone talking about them. But now we're gonna have the Frost team or whatever this one's gonna be called, and you know, we got Zod and things like that. You know, we got his box right here, which I still haven't pulled him. You know, I paid my little $49.99 or whatever that I did, but still, I didn't pull him. I didn't make it a big deal, but you know, it is what it is, guys. We're gonna go ahead and do some pulls real quick. Got 3. Let's go ahead and fast forward these ones out. It'll be a big old shocker if I did get him right now. But a couple people in my alliance, they do have him, and he seems pretty cool on paper. But the thing is, you're I don't know, this, I can't really explain it, guys. It's like we're going all around different directions on different characters, and it's good to have variety, man. It's really good to have variety. So we already have Killer Frost information right here. We got the patch notes. All right, so let's check and see what we got here for this. So Killer Frost is an epic tactical DPS villain who stacks frostbite and frequently jumps in with extra attacks. Once empowered, she cloaks herself and turns her Ice Spike ability into life-stealing, multi-hit barraging that shreds enemy support and DPS alike. Now, honestly, guys, she really does sound good. You know, we got the, you know, we had Cheshire and everybody got hyped on her, and she is a good character. I use her all the time. Dr. Poison, blah, blah, blah. But then Killer Frost comes around, and she really looks good on paper. Like, really does. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure about the, you know, if it's worth spending. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think as far as is this character worth spending, or if any character is worth spending, and have you guys spent in the game. Killer Frost also brings new team synergy that shines with strong basic attack focused teams. Whenever an ally uses their ultimate, one DPS ally will always assist with their basic attack, okay, with investment. Her team synergy grants lifesteal and cloak to her teammates. Killer Frost badge emblem of frigid snow adds more complexity to her empowered state, which buffs both survivability and damage. While empowered, Killer Frost gains 10% damage amplification for her basic attack, Ice Spike, when used against support and DPS enemies. While empowered, Killer Frost's lifesteal effect is increased to 25%. Killer Frost becomes empowered at the start of the battle. Okay. Killer Frost will be available early access starting in December 30th, which is today, through January 1st, which is 2 more days from now. Increase the chance to obtain Killer Frost January 1st through the 7th. Use encrypted tokens on the event Mother Box. Whenever you earn epic character, that character has 30% chance to be Killer Frost. Okay, so she's epic. Sometimes after the event, Killer Frost will be added to the epic, legendary, and weekly recruitment Mother Boxes. Okay, that's cool. We collected all that stuff right there, and we did what we had to do. But like I said, this game is going to be suffering the same fate, guys. It's just inevitable. It's not that it's a bad game or anything like that. It's just that it's, I don't know, I'm not going to sit there. They might, I think they are greedy, yes. Are they putting out content? And I do appreciate that, and a lot of people do appreciate that, and a lot of people will still continue to play this game. I'm not telling you guys to stop playing this game at all, because this game is actually good. I'm not gonna lie. It's not great, but it's good. It's not really the content. They need to be putting out more content is what they need to be doing. It's cool to have the characters, but we don't have to have the characters so fast. Let's get some more content that we can use for these other characters that we have, like, I don't know, some challenges or something. And we have events that come out and everything like that, and I just sit back in the wayside and I just look and I'm just like, man, Last Fortress Underground 2.0. Okay, that's the way I see it. Okay, I try to play the game as much as I can, but I'm getting kind of tired a little bit doing the same stuff over and over and over and over again. But it is what it is, guys. I love to get me a new shiny character just like everybody else, and I have been pretty successful and lucky on getting my pulls, but I just haven't pulled Zod yet. And a couple other ones I didn't get either. I have pretty much all the characters, but this 74 out of 85, I got the good majority, you know, but it is what it is. I'm not like a guru of the game or anything like that. I just play the game just like you guys and just enjoy it as much as I can. But if you guys are enjoying this game too, or whatever the case may be, or you guys stop playing the game and you want to chime in, much appreciated comments in the comment section down below. Love to read everything from you guys. Hope to see you guys next time.